Election have not started. They've already started rigging. The INEC chairman is already giving Bola Ahmed Tinubu an edge because make it make sense. I just saw this post on Tunde Not page. We are not going to allow this. Before I start, Tunde Not posted this. Final call, Nigerians. This is the third and final stage of voters registration before 2027 general elections. Make sure you register if you haven't done so yet. So this is what INEC posted. INEC posted this. Final call, Nigerians. This is the third and last phase of voters registration before the 2027 general elections. No extension, no second chances. Register now. Your voice starts here and your future depends on it. Where? That is the location. INEC state local government area offices and designated areas. When? As in the time, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily before the deadline. So they are giving a deadline and the deadline ends this month, June. Now, make it make sense that election, please, let's go to the INEC portal to see when the election is. As you can see, INECnigeria.org. When is the presidential election? The presidential election is scheduled to be presidential and national assembly election. We now hold Saturday, 16 January 2027. Make it make sense that you want to close election voters registration 6 months before the general election. INEC chairman Josh Ojo Amopitan, make it make sense that you are closing voters registration 6 months before the general election. That is rigging the election already to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's favor. That's what you're doing. How does that even make sense? Systematic rigging. This is one part of the rigging. Then during the election again, the contest says some machine no work. Systematic rigging. But we are not going to allow this. Like I said, how do you close voters registration 6 months before the general election? Now let's look at states like United States. Democracy, where all they practice democracy, Abi, and we seem to be copying their style of democracy. Now read, I asked, do voters registration end in the United States? He said yes. Voters registration does end in the United States, but there is no single national deadline. Now watch, each state sets its own voters registration deadline. In some states, registration closes up to 30 days before an election, while other states allow people register and vote on the same day, including election day. In some states, it is 30 days before, while the other states, they can even let you register on that same day of the election. This is where the people's rights actually count. Now, let me tell you the reason why the INEC chairman, Amopitan, should not be allowed to close voters registration before 6 months before the election date. First things first, a lot of states in Nigeria have been destabilized by the insecurity of this country. A lot of states have been destabilized. A lot of states have been destabilized by the insecurity going on in Nigeria. And they've run away from their local government areas. A lot of states. Let's take Kwara. Because of the steady insecurity in Kwara, the abduction, the buying of people, a lot of Kwara citizens, a lot of Kwara people are using the back road to run to Niger State. So therefore, that polling unit and that voting center will be vacant on that day.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Nanoku, a community under Patigi local government, Kwara State, Nigeria. We are the members of this community, and as you can see, nobody in this community, everybody has fled for his or her life, for the safety of their lives. Everybody has left the community. As you can see, the status at which the community is now is devastating, because nobody in this community, as you can see, this community has the capacity of about over 1,000 people, and as you can see, you cannot find a single person in this community. Everybody has left because bandits and kidnappers are coming in day after day to terrorize us and kidnap people. As you can see, currently, 3 of our members are in their custody. They are demanding for hundreds of millions for them to free those that are in their custody. As you can see, this is our church. This church has capacity of more than 1,000 people, and as you can see, no single person in this church today. Today is Sunday, and no single person in the community that will go into the church and pray, because everybody has left. As you can see, this community is devastating day after day. about 10 days ago, they have been running.
ẹ wo àlàyé wo àwọn èèyàn ló kó sínú ọkọ̀ yìí wọ́n ń lọ márùwá gbogbo ẹ̀ àti ṣe wàhálà àti táyà àti ṣe wàhálà ṣe wo àwọn èèyàn ti sákú òǹlù wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù o wọ́n ti sákú òǹlù ẹ wo àwọn èèyàn ọmọ skul gbogbo wọn.
So how do these people vote? How do they cast their vote? Or is it that their rights don't matter? Because you people fail to protect them. That's why they are not in the location where they are supposed to vote. That's number one. Let's take Jos to the same thing. In Kuala, in Nasarawa, there are videos online of people running away from their communities because of insecurity. So how do they vote?
Nigeria government, there are more than 3,000 people in this community that have been sacked. Guy, these people no pass 3,000.
Past 3,000.
These people are more than 6,000. Look at how people have sacked them from their community.
And we don't drive for like how many minutes now?
See people. I thought
this is Benue,
This is Nasarawa. Gada Wudu.
Right so, now we are in Nasarawa.
All those people we left behind.
Those people now, maybe they don't even know what is going on yet.
Guy, there is problem in this country.
See, I'm overload, sir, because of where are they heading to? Where would they?
Where are they heading to? They don't even know. Most of them, they don't have shelter again. Guy, this is bad. Very, very bad. The common people are the ones suffering. The poor masses. And most of these things happen prior to election. These big men, all these politicians, their children are abroad now studying. Their children, just look at this one with her baby. Where are we heading to in this country? Where are we heading to? Guy, are you seeing what is happening here? Look at how people are dying. It's very bad.
What's going to happen, sir? Inside village, it happen.
Inside village now.
Do you give them time? Do you make provision for them to register? They are not even stable and balanced in their new location because of insecurity chased them away from where they were staying before. They are not even balanced there. And you want to close voter registration 6 months before the general election. No, now, that is already rigging. That is rigging. You can't do that. Should I call other states? Or your states, because of this insurgency, the people living in that area are relocated. Benue, Borno, some part of Kebbi, even Niger State, some part of Niger State. Some part of Kogi State, some people have moved out and gone to another place where they are safe. People in Bokos, in Jos, those ones said they don't know, they fit come anytime. So with all of this, you are not even considerate enough to even leave it. To say, okay, if the only thing that makes sense to me is if you are leaving it 2 months before. Even that one still don't make sense, but we can even allow it. But how do you close registration for voters card, for voters 6 months before election? No! That is rigging the election. That is systematic rigging. That is diplomatic rigging. Nigerians should not allow it. And the lawyers who will get for Nigeria, the judiciary have completely failed. Because this is the time where we need your voice to say no, as the judicial arm of the government. No, we cannot allow this. Give the people time. There's insecurity in Nigeria. A lot of people are disposed. A lot of people are not in where they are supposed to be. So we need to create an avenue for them to also cast their vote. Now you are telling us no second chances. No. Give us time. How many people get voters card from Nigeria? What's the population of Nigerians? Calculate the population of Nigerians and calculate the people that have voters card. How many people get smartphone where they feel register online? Let's talk about that. If people just want the people that you can manipulate, all those mama who say they don't get smartphone, now just carry them for line. They give them 5,000 naira. How many of them? Have you set up a computer room, a computer house, and you went to different local government areas to tell them that, okay, if you don't have internet on your phone, come, let's register for you. Give us your name, give us your this thing, give us your that one. Let's fill it in for you. We have done this part, then you go for capturing. Have you done that? Rig. They've already started rigging. We say no. Nigerian people, no. They must extend this. They should extend it to at least 2 months before the presidential election. At least. INEC chairman, do the needful.